is Upfront with Mike Gousha.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Upfront. AIG, as one congressman put it, those three letters may now stand for arrogance, incompetence, and greed. The public is as angry about the AIG bonuses as just about anything in recent memory. The insurance giant paid $165 million to employees after it took 2 rounds of taxpayer bailout money, billions of dollars. The fiasco rocked Capitol Hill and the Obama administration.
The buck stops with me.
Democrats who pushed the stimulus that contained the bonus loophole came back last week with another bill, a quickly drafted measure slapping a 90% tax on bonuses given to AIG employees with family incomes of above $250,000 a year. But it wasn't just AIG employees. It also included other companies that have received at least $5 billion in bailout money. 7 members of Wisconsin's congressional delegation voted for the measure. The lone holdout was Republican Jim Sensenbrenner of Menominee Falls. We'll be talking to him in just a moment. But first, Congresswoman Gwen Moore. She offered her own bill to tax the AIG bonuses at 100%. The Democrat from Milwaukee joins us now on Upfront. Thanks for being with us again today.
Oh, great seeing you, Mike.
The rap against this legislation is it's merely feel-good legislation, that it won't hold up in court, that will end up paying not only the bonuses, but the court costs associated with litigating this. What do you say to that?
Well, I can tell you, to be honest, the $165 million in bonuses and even the court costs pale in comparison to the nature of these toxic derivatives that this financial products group at AIG put forward. At least $500 billion exposure that leached into the global economy. I mean, think about it. 20 of our largest states connected with AIG. California, the state of California, school boards, pension funds from teachers, firefighters. So this $165 million that these employees were just going to legally provide themselves with to sort of shave off a little something for themselves when they knew that the house was burning down. It's just adding insult to injury.
You're obviously, like your constituents, you're angry about the $165 million, but people will say, then why did you vote to allow the bonuses? It was in the stimulus bill, and you went ahead and voted for it. You and many of your colleagues.
Mike, listen, I was elected, took office 2005 on the Financial Services Committee. I've been voting for limiting executive compensation since the day I hit Washington, D.C. And we have tried to bring the Republicans along, dragging, kicking, and screaming to rein in these perverse incentives. You know, the problem is that we've socialized the risk and privatized the profit. The thing that was really wrong with these derivatives all along is that there was over-leveraging, the lack of adequate collateral, because there was never, ever any risk to those people writing them, only a risk to citizens, and again, folks who had their pension funds and their municipal bonds invested in this product group.
Yeah, this vote, I guess my point would be, do you think we're rushing a little too quickly on some of this legislation? I mean, you folks have 1,000 or 1,100 pages dumped in your lap a day before you vote on it. Some things people aren't going to know about in that kind of thing. Are we rushing into this?
Well, I can tell you the nature of the global. We have not had a regular order for a long time. I mean, I want you to think about it. There are riots in France. Germany is just coming out of a recession. I mean, Japan, China is putting forth stimulus plans. I mean, we're trying to get central banks around the world to deal with a worldwide global recession. And so there is not a lot of time. So while people might want to make really good arguments about very specific things that we should do or shouldn't do, I don't think anybody who is credible will tell you that we're in a position to really do nothing and then to wait and study what it may or may not be for long periods of time.
Do you think the Obama administration dropped the ball at all on this? And by that I mean there was a time in the not-too-distant past where they had not given AIG another $30 billion, and perhaps someone could have said to the AIG executives, look, you don't get the money unless somehow you make the bonuses go away. Did they miss an opportunity
I can tell you it is so hard to cobble together votes because we have had folks defending these bonuses. God bless Mr. Liddy, who's now the head of AIG. He went door to door to Republicans right before the vote to try to shore up a vote against limiting these bonuses and compensation. So this compensation has had its defense very, very hard to have any transparency. You know, they can beat up on Obama and Tim Geithner, but the fact is that these contracts were executed before the TARP monies were provided to AIG. These were executed before the Federal Reserve got involved with the initial bailout or loan to AIG. Again, they saw that the house was burning down, and they decided to go in and write themselves some contracts, strip it down of its copper piping.
Bottom line, and it's sort of a final question on this, what impact does this have on future loans or bailouts? In other words, if the automakers come to Congress now and say, we need help, the representatives, people like you, are hearing from your constituents, not a dollar more. We're sick of this. What's going to happen?
Thanks for bringing up the auto workers. I mean, think about it. You know, when the auto workers said that they needed TARP money, you know, we heard people demanding that they renegotiate their union contracts, that they take less pay, that they give up their health insurance, that they give up, renegotiate their pension programs. But when these executives say that they want their $165 million, we hear the defenders, the conservatives defending it, saying no. Legally, this won't stand up in court, and we can't touch their compensation.
Are we done with bailouts? What do you think?
You know what, Mike? I'm a person who always thought that realistically we didn't know where the bottom was. That there's a lot more exposure. These stress tests, I think, are showing that. And I think that that we haven't seen the bottom to this economy. All
right, Congresswoman Gwen Moore, it's good to see you again. Thanks very much for being with us today on Upfront.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
And go Daniel Goki on American Idol.
Okay, thank you. And that's a nice shout out for Daniel Goki.